All right. Well, I'm stuck up top right now at the moment.
Hello.
Hello.
I might be buggering off soon to do a tip run.
That'd be fine.
Actually, no, it's not a tip run, it's a freaking storage shed run.
Huh. You getting us a new
Yeah,
storage shed?
families. We have one because the family's trying to move, and it's
Ah.
not having a house that you own that's big enough
Oh,
is a
I
problem.
know how that feels.
Because there's a chance me and my little sister might have to um, rent a house separate to our parents.
Hmm.
Yeah, I need a bad job. Where I'm working doesn't pay anywhere near enough, and it's struggle. It is hard. I keep kicking myself over it.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, not been in a good way for a while.
Well, I got a new
You
door out.
can. That's good. I saw that and I actually watched the VOD. Left a like. So I need to do more driving lessons to get my confidence up with my car. So that way I can get my P's and drive my car on my own. I need the parts to come in for my motorbikes. That way, that's up and running again. I have some kind of
Well, what kind of car are you
independence.
driving?
I have an Isuzu D-Max,
Okay.
2017 model.
What type of? I guess I should be more specific. What type of drive system does it run? Automatic,
It is
stick.
it's an automatic.
Okay. Well, you'll be fine.
We Yeah, we call your stick manual.
Ah.
If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, it does. It is manual transition or transmission.
Yeah.
Why did I say transition?
So so it's an automatic with the ability. It's a 4x4 automatic, so I can swap it between. It has its own bull bar,
Oh, that's good.
and it feels like a boat. when I'm
Hello.
honestly no different to driving my current
Hey,
vehicle in
man.
this game.
How's it going?
Good.
Mentally, I'm rough, not doing too well.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry to be a downer.
It's all right. Everyone has tough times.
It's been shit for a long time. I just want to see my family being happy,
Yeah, I've been
but
there.
everyone's stressed. Everyone's yeah. Wish I just did more. I still need to do more.
I'll join you guys soon because I'm currently taking screenshots to upload my new attack helicopter.
Oh,
Oh, good.
nice. What, using
I think
aerodynamic mod or something?
no, I think I posted a picture of it in Badger's
Oh,
Discord.
yeah. It's not a heli. I guess in Space Engineers, the closest thing you can get to a heli.
Yeah. See, I'll post a picture that I'm using for the thumbnail.
Technically, it's a quadcopter.
Yeah, it's based off if you've seen actually wait. If you've seen the Avatar movie, Way of the
Yeah.
Water.
Oh, which one is it? Is it
Yeah,
the
it's
dragon?
based off the sea wasp. I'll send
Oh, I
a picture
loved
along
that.
with. Yeah, it's based off of that one.
That's the best part about that entire movie is all the stuff that they built.
The one thing, and like this comes from someone who studied as a car mechanic. I can only imagine how mad like an aircraft engineer would be. The fact that the rotors, it has 4 rotors where one set of blade is spinning up just above the another pair.
Yeah, you get that slightly off when you
Like,
put it
they're
back
not,
on.
like, yeah, it's like they're not right on top of each other. It's like they're off centered, so it's like it's very small, like marginals for the tip
Actually,
of the
no,
blade to fucking hit
I
each
don't think
other.
that would be the worst because there are helicopters where the blades mesh.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, but like this is like it's 4 separate. Oh wait, no, actually, each of the, let's
Oh
say, like
shit.
ducts, there are 2 propellers, one on top, like right above each other. So like in total, the Sea Wasp has 8 propellers in total. Like 8 propellers, 4 on each wings, and they're grouped up in pairs of 2, where one of the pairs is spinning off, or mount like off-centered.
Where's that dang wolf at?
Under the base.
Again?
No, yeah.
Okay. I gotta
But
rebuild something.
Badger, when you said dragon, you're thinking of the
big one.
hydrofoil ship, the sea dragon.
No. I was thinking the original dragon.
Oh, the fucking big ass like gunship.
Yeah,
Ah, okay,
that thing
yeah,
was fun.
yeah. Would be an engineering nightmare.
Well,
Like I've
it works.
seen,
It works
and
because the area that it's supposed to be in, Pandora, has a lot thinner atmosphere. That's how you can pull off those
yeah,
vehicles.
yeah. But all like I've seen like aircraft engineers react to some of the Avatar vehicles, like the Samson, the like tilt rotor helicopter that they use
Hmm.
is, someone said like it is viable, but the Dragon, if I assault ship, that they said like that thing would be a nightmare to work on.
Oh yeah, I bet it would be.
Yeah, I think someone said that like it would be a
It's
nightmare to
it's
work on,
basically an osprey.
and that, yeah, like he said like it would be a nightmare to work on, but he also wouldn't want to know how many hours of maintenance it would require depending on how many hours of flight time.
Oh, I'm considering it to be quite a lot.
Yeah, because
Because if I remember
don't
correctly,
exactly
I think in Avatar that was mostly just a vanity project for. Well, it was
yeah, for
considered a
the like
vanity project.
yeah, but I think in later you can see more of them, so they most likely develop,
Yeah,
refine it further.
I mean, just the sheer number of missiles that thing was carrying was ridiculous.
But I find the Sea Dragon to be fucking ridiculous as well. Well, it's a hydrofoil, but then it can make use of ground effect to fly above the water without using the hydrofoils.
Yeah.
That's like, it's practically a hovercraft who then can switch to hydrofoils to then fly.
Hmm.
Like,
Okay, don't be afraid to use my rover at all. Like you said, like you saw, Badger can handle a lot. And you might even be able to use it as a mobile cargo depot for a drone or something.
All right. Well, if I rebuild this solar collector here, I'll
'Cause
try
it has
to.
it has 20,000 inventory space.
Nice.
Oh, I hate when this happens, when the keybind for switching hotbars doesn't want to work.
Oh yeah. I find that if I hit a certain button on the, there's something I hit. I don't know what it is. It switches something on the toolbar, the way the blocks
Yeah.
interact, and that does it. Or there is one of the F keys will F everything up.
Yeah, like for keyboard, the default one is period and comma to switch between next and previous. If not, it's just control and then whichever hotbar it is that you want to interact with.
Oh, how did I die from a collision?
What did you smack into?
Is low.
I didn't smack into much. I just let myself drop. That was about it.
Energy low.
Oh, that's annoying. All right, let's go get some more food and grab.
Yeah, like I was working, so like I had a two version of the same kind of helicopter airframe already on my workshop that my faction uses. But as I was working on the transport variant, I was like, I kind of want to make a kind of separate version for the attack one. Because I had a hard time figuring, like, how the fuck am I supposed to make weapon hard points on this thing?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'll make an entirely new one.
Yeah. Oh shit. I've got more issues coming.
Yeah, so the previous one only had 2 rocket pods and then 1 nose mounted Gatling gun.
Oh really?
This new one, yeah, so it was meant as like a light, it's not like a light air support. The new one, however, has double the weapon, so it has 4 rocket pods and 2 Gatling guns in the nose. And the rocket pods are using a salvo script. Plus, this new one also has night vision. So it has a
Oh,
camera
you
in
got
the
the night
nose.
vision thing going on?
Yeah. So in order
Nice.
to make it flush, the camera is in the nose, but the sensor for the night vision is actually inside the like airframe, but behind the cockpit. So you have it extended, so the sensor itself is hidden.
Nice.
But it still works. Also, this one uses atmospheric in every direction. But it only has two small flat ones for forward, but then it also has hydrogen for forward propulsion. Like you can either go slow and steadily, or you can essentially like hit the nitrous and go fast as fuck.
Sounds like it.
I found something
just gotta get this
funny.
stupid solar cell done.
So I sent this to a Canadian friend of mine. How to measure things like a Canadian. It's like, what are you measuring? Speed, metric. Measuring
the
measuring
graph of how to measure shit in Canadian. It's just
Yeah,
lines
it's
down, splits
yeah, it's
ways, splits
it's
ways.
it's like distance. Is it your height? Yes. Imperial? No. Is it a long distance? No. Is it relevant to work? No. Metric? Yes. Imperial. Is it a long distance? Then this is just
Hours.
time.
Yeah, time.
It's like temperature. Is it for cooking? Yes. Fahrenheit? No. Is it the pool's temperature? If it's no,
like-
it's Celsius. If it's yes, it's Fahrenheit.
It's like if you ask me how far from me to Sydney, I'd tell you 2 hours.
Yeah. And
Oh, we're out
it's
of
like,
arguing again.
it's
I
like,
ain't 2
man,
hours. And
this is
here's
what I
the
like.
good
When it
triangulation.
comes
I'm
to
2 hours
math,
away from Sydney. I'm 2 hours away from Canberra.
Yeah.
but I like if it's your mass, it's like, is it your weight? Yes, it's pounds. No. Is it very heavy? If yes, it's kilogram. If no, it's pound. And I was like, volume, is for cooking? Yes, it's cups and spoons. If it's no, it's metric.
That's like,
It's like, can you not,
that's like once you
stick
pass-
to this one fucking system?
that's like with the Mason-Dixon line, which is where you kind of separate north from south on the eastern side of the U.S. If it's down, if you're measuring distance, someone up north will tell you it's about so many miles away. If you're down south, they'll say, yeah, it's somewhere between it's anywhere between minutes to hours away.
Yeah.
It's also the difference when you start looking at hospitals. When you go up north, they have those stupid seats with the little wooden rails that come off, little hand rests. And what they're trying to do is prevent you from getting comfortable inside the waiting room. If you go down south, the hospitals all have sofas. You'll have like this long couch you can lay out on in the waiting room.
Yeah. So I saw this YouTuber who is part of the propaganda commander for Helldivers.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it's sad to see how the game has turned out right now, because it has turned into what they essentially said that they were not gonna do when they flew in all the propaganda commanders to Sweden.
Oh. How'd that go down, guys?
Yeah, and he made some valid points that they should stop constantly like asking for surveys,
Hmm.
and instead they should ask like for like, oh, we've gotten a lot of reports around this issue. How often do you encounter it? And that like surveys should be something you can submit from within the game, like the terminal opposite to where you change your loadouts. On other
I
things,
mean,
I
there
saw
are things they could do.
yeah, but on other things, a friend sent me some picture of some of the upgrades the A10 has gotten in the current Warzone. It has gotten an adapter, so it can do aerial refueling through a drogue. So instead of having the like fuel nozzle attached to it, instead attach it to one of those like baskets.
Yeah.
And then under the wings, they mounted the electronic jammers.
Now, is that like the new
Wait,
Sky Tractor they're
yeah,
working on?
yeah. From what I could understand from it, it is that it copies a radar signal and sends it right back.
Oh.
But like
It's
I've
probably using
seen
the same
people
principle as acoustic cancellation then.
yeah, pretty much. And I've seen people comment on that video where they talked about some of the upgrades, saying that the A10 is gonna be like the buff, technologically inadequate but irreplaceable.
Oh yeah. No, they can't. Every time we sit back, some idiot senator comes along and says, "We're getting rid of the A10," and everyone takes bets on how long he can keep that going. Like I said, they almost got
Every
rid of it.
soldier in the army be like, I will fucking kill you.
No, it's now more of a game at this point. It's like, okay, yeah, let's see how long this lasts.
Yeah.
It's like the I think we talked
I
about this before.
fucking
It's like the
I
whole thing when they say
love
we're gonna get rid of scout snipers,
yeah.
and then they end up in a situation where they need an 18-year-old who's really good at crawling through bush to sneak over there and kill a bad guy without dropping a bomb on him.
Yep, but like I absolutely love reading like how when the A10 was developed, and it's like, yeah, we want a titanium tub to sit the pilot in, but we don't have enough titanium in the US. Let's make fake companies and buy some from the USSR.
Oh yeah.
Like they bought titanium to build an aircraft to destroy Russian tanks.
Oh, we did that a lot. We
Yeah.
turned around. We had a dummy company. I think also bought. What was it? They bought the same company. They were the same company that bought titanium for a submarine system we were doing, or a vehicle recovery unit. And what happened was Russia lost a nuclear sub, and it was down really, really effing deep. And we wanted the nuclear sub. I think it was like an Oscar, which had like the liquid lead. It was the first time a liquid lead cooling system had been used in a reactor to shrink it down. So they could put a powerful reactor inside the Oscar, and it would have this liquefied lead would go through it to cool it down, but also would provide radiation shielding at the same time. And they had a whole bunch of their nuclear missiles on board. So we built a ship that was originally a almost like a twin hull recovery vessel, made some serious modifications, and built a giant
I'm all I'm
Well, you know
also
those
fairly
those
certain.
claw machines?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
I'm
built one
fairly
of
certain
those.
that
Uh,
project is also how they actually managed to find the Titanic.
no, because they weren't trying to. They weren't looking for the Titanic. What happened was
No,
they
they weren't
were.
looking for it, but I'm pretty sure they found it like by accident during that project.
Oh, well, this is in the Pacific Ocean, I think.
It was it was a project to recover something on the sea floor. I don't know if it was that submarine or it was something else where they pretty much accidentally discovered where the Titanic was. Because
No,
like they had a rough
there
estimate.
was an expedition. I think I know what you're talking about. There was an expedition to go out and find. They were looking for something and saw the Titanic, but didn't have enough wherewithal to get the deal down so they would know where that thing was. And then James Cameron, I think, went out there and found it later. He actually told him. He told the movie company Hollywood. He's like, "We need to go find the Titanic." And I think I know where it's at. Goes out, finds the Titanic.
He walks up to his boss and he's like, "I have a plan,
Yeah,
Arthur."
this was in the Pacific because they launched the ship from it was in California and it was
Yeah.
close to the Russians area. We basically told the Russians, "Yeah, this is they were like, "What is this?" And we all a marine research vessel.
Yeah.
They had
It's
ships
like
out there.
when
They had ships out there watching us, and we lift. It had this hinged cable elevator, and it lifts up this hinged cable elevator, and they watched us lower something down in the water.
the
We
way
told them it was sonar equipment.
the way they said it went like, it's marine research. It's kind of like when I think it was the start like the Gulf War, I think, when the U.S. like dismantled Iran's navy and oil platforms within
yeah.
like a day, and then like on radar, one ship picked up a incoming warship, but it was a Russian destroyer, and they asked like, "What are you doing here?" They're like, "We're taking pictures for
Mhm.
history."
Yeah. Come up with some
They're
interesting
like,
excuses.
this is some good fucking show. Let's
Or if
take some pictures.
you're like Japan, suddenly aircraft carrier shows up, like, wait, what is that? Oh, new ship. What type of ship?
It's
Looks like aircraft carrier. Not aircraft
um,
carrier.
hel-
Helicopter
no,
destroyer.
it's not yeah, it's like it's not a aircraft. It's a
Helicopter.
helicopter destroyer.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Helicopter destroyer.
To
Amazingly,
be
that thing
fair though,
was
it
easily
didn't have
convertible
any
into an aircraft carrier within like less than a year.
to be fair though, it didn't have any sort of like launch or arresting gear to carry aircraft. It
That
could
was
only
like
carry
that was
a
like Hitler
helicopter at the
making
time.
like you
But then
want to.
when they bought F-35s, they actually reinforced the flight deck so it could handle the heat from the F-35 thruster.
Oh yeah, they had to yeah, they did all that. But I mean, you want to see the master of that. That was Hitler, man. Say what you
I
will.
mean,
But the moment he took office, we're like, you can't train so many troops. You can't do this with your Air Force. You can't build a Navy with such big ships. And he's like, yeah, okay, we're going to build pocket destroyers. We're going to build
yeah.
pocket cruisers instead of battleships. Why are they cruisers? We took like 3 of the guns off of the 3 turrets that were on there. So it's got 2 turrets, but they're very, very large guns. We're also going to
I
lie to
think
you about how
most
thick
of
the armor was.
like the pocket battleships, they had like 2 turrets, but each turret had like 4 barrels.
Yeah, and then also he went as far as with like with his Air Force. They're like, well, you can't have an Air Force. He's like, yeah, okay. Then there was a whole bunch of glider schools popped up all over Germany. Then he pushed
I
the Boy
know.
Scouts in Germany. Like you were not a good son of the Fuhrer if you did not join the Boy Scouts. Who what do the Boy Scouts do? Teach you everything you all the basics. When he hits the war, he has one of the best trained armies. He's been training kids from like 7. They get to be 16. They are like ridiculous when they get out there on the battlefield. I had an uncle that was in that, and he was at the Bulge. I think he was at the Bulge. I know that much. And he said everything up until they started entering Germany, when they started running out of regular troops, he said we could move more freely when we got to Germany. I said, why is that? He goes, because the Germans, all their good shots were dead. By that time, they didn't have any good shooters left. They either dead or surrendered. And he said, most of the time during the war, you did most of World War II on your stomach. And he said, because if your head popped up, a German was taking it off. He said we used smoke, we used all kinds of things to get past them.
Oh yeah, here like in World War II, the Germans, they made a destroyer class. It was such a fucking piece of shit, but it was incredibly fast to build, and it was called the Z-31 class. It had like shit armament, a very bad rough sea capabilities, but it was incredibly fast to build. So they just pumped them out, and then what's funny is I believe they sent majority of them like out into the Atlantic to hunt shipping.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like you sent a ship that has bad rough sea like capabilities out into the Atlantic, where most likely there's gonna be rough seas.
It's like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just send out let's send out a ship and whatever we've got.
Yeah. I also believe I've heard conflicting stories. I don't know if they built one or if they plan on building one, but I think Germany only had, like, during World War II, they only built one aircraft carrier.
Yeah, they did the same thing Japan did with the battleship, which was
Yeah, the
Hitler
Graf
wanted a
Zeppelin.
mega battleship, and
Yeah,
he was always big on
but
like
I
the
don't
biggest and best
think
weapon
so. I've
systems.
heard mixed. I don't know if they actually built it or if they plan to build it,
They
or if it
they
or
either
if they
built it or they
started building it from
planned to.
scratch.
They
Wait,
were
hold on. See.
going to, and somebody had brains and said, "Hey, if we build this, we are not going to have money for anything else. So we need to scrap this stupid thing now." And someone won out in that argument.
Oh no, I found it. So they made one, the Graf Zeppelin.
Mhm.
It was largely complete, but it never entered service and was later scrapped. Then the construction of aircraft carrier B was halted in 1943, and it was eventually scrapped as well. So they never really
Never actually
finished
got one.
building one.
Yeah, it was the same
Yeah,
thing like the Yamato. The
they
thing about the
started
Yamato
building,
was,
but
well,
then scrapped.
the Yamato wasn't scrapped because it was a bad concept. It was a good battleship. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it was not. I think there was a historian one time talking about it, and he summed it up perfectly. He
think-
said Japan tried to build. They took the same concept that they did for battleships as they did for making swords, and they went to
Yeah,
make
and I
a masterpiece battleship,
also
and it ended up
believe
it was not what you needed. And what we did in the United States, like if you look at the Iowas compared to the Bismarck and the Yamato class, the Iowa is much smaller. She's not a big vessel, but the thing
Yeah.
that scared the Yamato captains and the Japanese later on, after we got to talking with them, they were like, yeah, we were pretty certain because the seas out in the Pacific were almost always had some kind of fog cover. If they ran into an Iowa, they were certain the Iowa was going to win because, yes, the Yamato could hit the horizon line with its guns, but the Iowa was faster. She had a much tighter turn rate and her guns were more accurate. So once she got into range, it was over.
I also I'm also pretty sure that the Iowas, they used the radar for fire control as well. So that thanks to the radar, they had more accurate guns in all
They had a
weather
mechanical
conditions.
computer on board.
Oh,
Yes. If you ever see those
Hmm.
old Greek mechanical computers, they're just like a piece of bronze and they
uh,
can just turn a few dials
uh,
and it will
speaking
calculate.
actually of
That's what this thing was. It was so accurate that in the 19, I think it was, I think the last refit they were doing before they decommissioned them or mothballed them basically, the military went in there, sent a bunch of analysts in and said, "Hey, go in there and see what we can see how accurate the mechanical computer is, so we can figure out how accurate our computer is to replace it." This was like in the 80s when we were developing computers smart enough to control an inverted winged aircraft, like reverse airfoil. And
yeah.
we could not develop a computer at the time that was as accurate as that one was.
Hmm.
In the They had a
But
computer that was more accurate that
speaking
we couldn't
of
get accuracy off of until the 1995. I think we finally had a computer system that could match that mechanical computer.
yeah, but speaking of the Yamato, I think that they were gonna build three of them. I think two were actually built as a
Yes.
Yamato. The third
Uh,
one they used the whole, they converted the whole into an aircraft carrier. I think.
you better run, Pooch.
Yeah, the third hull laid down in 1940, the Shinano was converted to an aircraft carrier during its construction,
Yeah. There
while
was a
the
lot.
Yamato and Misaki was actually built as Yamato class battleships.
Yeah. And one of the reasons they were doing that was it became very apparent during the World War II that aircraft carriers were going to be were going to be the sea power at that point. Before America even got into that war, Japan realized we realized carriers were very important because early in the war we realized it was much easier to control areas with aircraft, especially once we started getting aircraft with longer ranges. Japan figured that out as well and built a bigger carrier fleet than we had. And if you ever read about the Gray Ghost, Enterprise was a just a burly old bitch who just wouldn't die.
But I also am fairly certain that there was. I don't exactly know which aircraft carrier it was. The Japanese thought they had
It's the
sank her because
Enterprise.
she
It
was
was
burning.
Enterprise. Yes.
Oh, it was
They
Enterprise.
thought
Yeah,
they killed her like
it was
3 or 4 times in
yeah,
the
like it
war.
was burning super bad. They're like, there's
Oh
no way
yeah.
that
No, there's no way it's
they
coming
should.
back. Like in the
And
very
then
next battle, it was like 24 hours.
yeah.
Here comes Enterprise. Like I didn't hear no bell. like
And I
like
also
Randy
think it was
Marsh from
Enterprise
South Park.
when they got back to Pearl. They said like she is it's at least gonna have to take, I think, like a week to repair it, and then she will seaworthy again within 48 hours.
Yeah, the Enterprise's crew is like the gold standard for carrier maintenance because they just would not stop. They get that thing back up and running, it'd be out there fighting in a matter
Yeah.
of minutes. And it could take it was just
I
taking
also
punishment.
think
The funny
that
thing was
I'm,
other
no,
Wasp
I'm
class
pretty
ships like it.
sure with the Enterprise they were still patching up the hole in the flight deck as they were
Yeah.
leaving port.
Yeah, that thing. I think that class actually suffered some losses, and the Enterprise is the only one of that particular class of ship that it just kept coming back. It survived stuff that it should not have survived.
Like that mentality makes me think of the old like TOS of Star Trek. when Kirk asked, like when they got the Enterprise A,
Yeah.
when he asks Scotty like can we get there in time? Is like yeah, I'll get us there, even if I have to get out and push.
Yeah.
Like that was the mentality of the Enterprise aircraft. It's like, yeah, we're gonna get there, be it we have a hole in the deck or not. Like we're going to war.
Yeah. We're gonna be there, and we're gonna kick somebody's ass.
Yeah. But there was also, it was one of the Iowas. I think it was New Jersey. I think during the Korean War, when it had survived like World War II, not taking any battle damage, and then during the Korean, it got hit by a artillery emplacement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and then
then
the
the-
captain is like, I don't want to see that artillery placement anymore.
I think it was either New
Delete
Jersey.
that direction.
It was New Jersey or Wisconsin. It was not
Yeah,
the
it was
Illinois.
one of. I know. Yeah,
Or
'cause
it
I know
wasn't
one
Iowa.
destroyer that was escorting them later sent the famous temper.
Yeah.
Just you scratched my deck essentially on the ship. Delete that hill.
Yeah, Missouri was the one with the presidential suite because at the time of its construction, Truman became president. And Truman was from my state. And there's a difference between Missouri and the other Iowas is she is most likely to survive aircraft. Because when they built her, they were in the process. When they built the Iowa, they built it as what they thought they needed as a battleship.
Is
And
this
by the
one-
time Missouri came out, they realized we need a lot of anti-air. Missouri had just
I did
layers of
find-
that shit. There were
There
quad.
was one conflicting bit of info that I found once about the Iowas, and it was that it was like after World War II, it
Mhm.
was planned that each of the ship was going to get a presidential suite to transport the president, but depending on which ship would be available.
Missouri does have the presidential suite. She
Yeah,
got one.
I know some would though, but it was planned that all Iowa class would get a presidential suite.
Yes.
To,
And the
fare
reason the first reason they did that was because Harry Truman was from Missouri, and when he went, it was determined that was going to be the presidential. We didn't have much success with dirigibles or anything like that. There was planned for like the first Air Force One was supposed to be a blimp, and there were so many disasters with the American blimp program. We were like, yeah, we're not going to do that crap. Just leave that to the Germans. Let the Huns handle it like that. But then they
Speaking of Air Force One, I did see that the U.S. got a it's a Qantas. It's a former Qantas airliner that's gonna be converted to a new Air Force One.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah,
I figure
as
they're
far
gonna
as
have a whole lot of cool stuff in it.
I've read, it had like they're currently outfitting it with everything it needs. There has been like you've been able to see it sometimes on flight radar.
Yeah. With some of the tech we've got, some of the
Yeah.
ways of making an aircraft disappear or make you think there's more aircraft there. The other thing is, it's like anytime you ever see a movie about the president being shot down, it's hilarious. They always do like, oh, Air Force One traveling by itself. No.
There is one. There's a movie with Idris Elba and then John Cena being the president,
Yeah.
where like it gets shut down so quickly, and it's like in the wingtips behind like blow off covers. There's like fucking remote controlled miniguns.
Yeah. They did all kinds of stupid stuff in that show. Reality,
Yeah.
if Air Force One is traveling anywhere, it has either an F-22 or an F-35 escort, depending on where it's going. And if it's a really difficult area, it'll have several F-35s and F-22s. I think there's some just specifically for the president to fly,
And
so he's
that's
got the
what I've
best.
seen a lot of people comment on, like those kind of movies, that the Air Force One, like even over the US, it never flies alone. It's always escorted by a lot of aircraft.
But there is a reason we make those movies like that, and the government lets them do that because it gives the enemy a false sense of security of, oh, you know, it'll be flying by itself when you show up. It's like, no, buddy. Some of them things ain't had a meal yet.
Yeah.
Sequoia's whatever the fuck they send up there, worthless piece of trash, and then all of a sudden they get in the air comms. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept
Yeah.
me. F-22s are crazy though. I remember one guy talking about him. He said that thing has a computer system inside of it that makes it capable for the pilot to survive impossible scenarios. Like there's one scenario when you're flying where you are caught between two aircraft and you have to engage one, but you're going to show your tail to the other one. And one of the ways the F-22 beats that is it acquires a radar lock on both of them. Then right after it gets its radar lock going, it turns around. You tell it which one you want to fire the gun at, which one you want to fire the missile at. The missile has to be confirmed by the pilot. So the pilot will turn the aircraft one direction, fire at the aircraft that it wants to shoot the missile, and then the pilot will then engage a maneuver. The maneuver is what it does is the F-22 goes into a flat spin, basically, like a frisbee. The pilot goes unconscious instantaneously from that because it whips it so fast. As it does that, the F-22 locks on, acquires its lock, lines its gun up, fires the full burst of the gun, and then it turns and flies out of the attack zone. So it gets out of the crossfire as quick as it can. And the F-22 will then start trying to wake the pilot back up. It's like, you ever see the movie Stealth?
Yep.
Yeah, it's basically the end of that game or that movie, where he's got the highly advanced aircraft. It's got the AI and everything in it. The AI will actually start pulling maneuvers for you. It says, "Yep, we can't
So I
survive
had,
this.
like-
You're gonna go unconscious, and I got this."
Yeah. So I have seen some people say that the aircraft, which is a Boeing jackknife,
Mhm.
in that one that, like, it can fold out the wings or it can fold them in to become more stealthy.
Yeah,
It's one of, I've seen people that call it, like, it's one of those, like, it looks functional, but then it follows the rule of cool.
yeah. See, I think if you combined the F-111 Aardvark with the, combine it with the A-10, just give it the folding, just give it the variable geometry wing so it can fold its wings back and acquire more airspeed and less drag so it can go a little faster. And then just modify the engine so you can do a low power mode and then a high power mode where you can just beef up the jets on it and get it going faster. You would have a viable alternative to the A-10. Just bring it, same gun, same heavy loadout. We're just going to give it variable geometry wings so it can pick up a little more speed. And then when it's out there, it just unfolds the wings and just loaders around there until it kills whatever it's got to kill, and then it goes home.
Yeah, like, one thing I also found funny that I read about that. Apparently, so when the U.S. withdrew from Vietnam,
Yeah.
we had a bunch of the what there was called the Super Tweet.
Oh yeah.
I don't exactly remember the correct name for it, but it was
That's
nicknamed the
the
Super
name.
Tweet.
Super tweet.
Okay, yeah, they had a lot of those, and
Yeah.
apparently the uh they sold the Vietnamese sold a bunch of them to Russia, and the Russian actually used some tech from that to fix problems they had with their Ka-50 attack
Frogfoot?
helicopters.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not the K-50, the Frogfoot. Yeah, it was some issues with the tail stabilizer. So they straight up just copied an assembly from the Super Tweet to fix it. Though I don't know exactly how accurate it is, but it would be incredibly funny. Is essentially what is just an more or less an armed trainer aircraft
Oh, you
is
wouldn't.
what they copy shit from to fix an actual attack aircraft.
Oh, talking about trainer aircraft becoming bad A. U.S. has, I think it's the Tiger or the Thresher Shark, and it's a or the Tiger Shark, and it's a very simplistic, very easy to build aircraft that we use for trainers. Has a ridiculous um turn rate and everything. The problem, it can whip around and do stuff, and it's very cheap. There's actually a rumor that a guy on a base challenged a kid that he can take I think it was an F4 trainer, one of the remote aircrafts we had, just basically a drone, go up there and fight an F-22, and he got a confirmed kill with it on the F-22 with an F4 Phantom. And the response from the Army was, or the Air Force was, first they just basically denied it, but then they turned around right after the denial and said, even if it did happen, it's really easy to kill a manned aircraft with an aircraft that doesn't have any blood. There's no meat sack in there to die. So they basically said, no, it didn't happen. But if it were possible, this is why it would work. Hmm.
Fucking hope that screenshot turned out well now. Oh, god damn it.
What happened?
I'm taking screenshot of my helicopter just shooting at shit.
Hmm.
I got one where the rocket from the rocket pod looks good, except I forgot to toggle off the HUD.
Oh,
So the HUD is in the fucking way. So like, damn it.
rats foiled again. How about to solve this as a problem? I know how to solve it. H. Here we go. Hinge solar.
Also, I need to make some. I need to look at some of my old stuff that I have among my blueprints and find I could use as like aggressor vehicles for screenshots. Like old tanks that I no longer use, for example.
Oh yeah.
Because like I think I have. It was when I made my strike aircraft. My Cosmovigan. I had another version of it that
Low.
had similar like wing layout to an F-18.
Mhm.
I ended up using the Canard Delta wing layout instead. But I saved the other one. I've used it for a bunch of different shit. Just test for. I had a version of it that I used to test out a gravity catapult to launch aircrafts. And I think I have one that's painted to look like a pirate fighter.
I'm gonna need another drone. Got to get this thing
Also,
all
I realized
figured out here.
my ATV that I made.
Mhm.
My Stingray drone would be a good companion to follow that ATV around.
Oh yeah, it would.
Small scout drone that constant following her. 'Cause I think you can set it to follow a set beacon. So just add a beacon to the ATV, and the drone will follow it around.
I'll have to try that out actually.
Also, my new helicopter, thanks to like the four large flat atmospheric thrusters it has, the like amount of tight turns it can do if you tilt it up to the side as you're turning.
Oh yeah.
Like I did a canyon run, and holy, I could make some very tight turns.
Yeah, people don't realize that's the reason they're called rotor wings. It's basically just two wings spinning. You can do some wild stuff in a helicopter. Quadcopter would be pretty interesting. The U.S. has a competition going on right now for, I think it's like $1 million for
I know
someone to
that
develop a drone that could
I
fly.
feel I just
Us.
realized another piece of equipment that I bet will also be one of those like it will like they're never pretty much gonna be able to really replace it, and that
Uh,
it's the Blackhawk, the Blackhawk helicopters,
oh,
because
they're
I've
they're not
constantly
replacing them for a
seen
very
them.
long time.
Yeah, but also like I've constantly been seeing like, oh, there is currently a competition going on to design a replacement for the Blackhawk helicopter, and then like a while later I see it like, yeah, no, we've decided to keep the Blackhawks in service.
See, one of the things they're going to do with them now is they're ripping the entire cockpit section out, replacing that
Yeah, and
with two double
replacing with
doors, and
yeah,
making
and
a
having
transport drone out of them.
yeah, I saw that. That looked fucking awesome, but also fucking terrifying.
Well, you won't be in it. It just goes in there, drops it off, and then the Humvee like comes out with it, or whatever combat vehicle they're going to put in there. It'd have to be a Humvee,
Yeah,
or something really, really light.
yeah, but like still, like imagine being troops getting transported by a helicopter drone
Oh
and
yeah.
like no windows, so you won't be able to see how
Well,
close that you
they're
are
in the
to
new V-22
fucking
Osprey
ground.
that they're going to make. they're going to be putting them in that thing, the V-22 Osprey. That's going to do the troop transport and fire support. And then vehicular transport's just going to be a cheap Black Hawk that we can easily rebuild and replace.
That was one Nick, but I think it's mostly for people who don't really like it. Instead of calling it the Black Hawk, I've seen people call it the Block Hawk.
Yeah. It'll block you.
Yeah, but it's also like, why name it like Block Hawk? Like, of every single name you could come up for the drone variant of it, why is it called block, like building blocks?
Well, there's two of you irritants. So I can find me some ammo. All right, we got some good stuff going. There we go. Well, I tried to heal up. Got a dog meat in the end. Let's see. There we go. Got this nice little slope section on the base here. Or on this wall. And what that's going to do give us a wee bit more protection than we already have. Give it a nice solid base right here. Yeah, I was feeling kind of froggy with Subnautica. I haven't done this. I was thinking about doing it.
Subnautica 2.
Yeah. They released a thing where they said we're not colonizers. They didn't like the idea of you being able to kill the monsters or any of the leviathans like you used to be able to do. And I was sitting there thinking, yeah, you know how I could do this? A little Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
And just just put it on there, like just have that little phrase in there where he's going, we're not colonialists, we're not going to colonize these areas, and then do a thing where it says meanwhile in Space Engineers, and just be like different groups, different YouTubers videos where they're just like laying into it with weapons fire.
Yeah.
There's a big old stink over that going on right now. Good news. I have enough solar panels right now with 2 of these solar generators I've got. I am able to charge the base's 5 batteries right now. Actually, we have 6 so far, but the 5 batteries that we use for power consumption, they're just charging up at the moment. They will, according to this, be
One thing I
fully...
like with Basin, and I've seen people make memes of it, is so in Elite Dangerous,
Mhm.
there are certain, I believe there's certain missions where like you can encounter, what is it, essentially like is a big battle between 2 factions, and like they can then jump in like their like super carrier, and as you're fighting, you're just gonna hear your like ship's like AI warning capital class ship detected, and you're just gonna
Oh shit.
like a big ass fucking
Again.
wormhole opens up and the thing comes out. I've seen people use that sound clip where it's like when you're in the middle of battle in Space Engineer and it's just warning capital class ship detected, and someone just jumps in this big fucking cylindrical ship covered in turrets.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the when Star Citizen released the Kraken?
Yes.
Someone went out there and did a mockery video of them releasing the Death Star. And then there it's one of the catchphrases was it was Drake the Drake such and such. I can't remember what it was. It was the Drake such and such, or when you absolutely have to fuck everything. And they're talking about like having the Kraken and everything.
Yeah.
That's one game I wish was doing a lot. I wish they would do a little better with than what they're doing.
Yeah. But I love how bad the people at Krafton fucked up when they tried to fuck over the devs of Subnautica 2.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
With their agreement now, because the game is selling so well, is after they have reached the like capped amount that they needed to of like games they need to sell. Every additional game, they're actually losing money.
Oh yeah.
They're losing money from their sales and then what they need to give to the devs. Like, they're not even breaking even. They're losing money selling a game.
Oh yeah. Like you fuck people over badly enough, man, you're gonna end up with
Also,
some
it's like-
problems.
The fucking CEO there, he used ChatGPT to ask it for a way to get around the contract.
Oh, ChatGPT will lie to you if you're not careful.
Yeah, and like
That
like,
is just, oh god, that's fucking stupid.
I believe he like copy pasted the contract to ChatGPT and asked it if to give him a workaround to avoid having to honor the contract.
No, man,
It's like
that's not how you do that.
it's like that's so fucking dumb.
Oh man.
Like looking at him like, man, you stupid.
And that is dumb, because there's no reason for it.
Yeah, and it's also like, the fuck. Like, how can you be this dumb to ask Chat GPT
Hey, I'm
for
telling you
help
right now,
in a
dumb.
legal matter?
Dumb has nothing to do with it. It's just straight greed.
Energy
But like,
low.
instead of using GPT, if he was smarter, he would have probably talked to a lawyer first. Like, is there a way to get around this contract?
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do, but we don't always do smart things. Some people, man, they don't want to do the smart way. They want to just go on in and just hammer away at it and be like, well, I think I'm smarter than everybody else. It's like I have a family member that does stuff for colleges. Not a professor, they have a bachelor's degree. And the professors are in there going, how are we supposed to stop all of this AI nonsense? We can't, they're just a bunch of dweebs, don't know what they're doing. And so she goes in there and she figures out she's just an English major, that's it. She's not a professor, she's got a bachelor's degree. Not supposed to be as smart as they are. And she was like, yeah, I know when my students are using AI. I said, how do you know? She goes, check this out. And she pulls up her deal and shows where when she writes the thing for all the students, she double spaces it. And in between the double spacing is instructions for AI in white font.
I think I've heard you talk about this before. So like you
Yeah.
add like a random like phrase like or like a word like banana.
If you tell it to
In
fuck up,
white,
is what you do.
Yeah, and like
It'll write
white
an
text.
entire paragraph on banana.
Yeah. And like
I'm like, man, that
people
is
use that, and,
worse.
like, but also like that's the most like surefire way to actually catch people.
Oh yeah.
Like to catch people cheating, it's the most surefire way to fucking do it.
Oh yeah. It is. And she's like, you don't realize. I was like, surely them kids will find it. And she goes, you don't realize how absolutely retarded some kids are now. She said, she was like, our generation, yeah, we'd have caught that real quick. She said, these kids, she said, you do not understand how many of them just copy and paste Chat GTP and send it in. We're not trying to make it work. We go in, we tell it, hey, here is my write this out, write me such and such essay. And they write the essay. And then right after they write the essay, they just take the entire deal, including the prompt and everything that ChatGTP says, and slap it on there and like, yep, I'm done. She said, you won't believe the retards that are out there that will do that shit. And they're just like, they think they beat the system, man. They think they're smarter than you.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, it's hilarious. The stuff that she told me that is happening in colleges right now. She said, my God, no. She said they don't understand what they've started. And she said it starts at the we were talking one day and she was talking about the new the video where
Yeah.
the kid goes out to a school, and he puts a microphone to some kids and records them trying to read just a real simple sentence. And they can't even read it. They are running on, and she told me this. She said that is a second grade reading level in the States. She said somebody somewhere is failing those kids. She said because that don't prepare you for college. I tell a lot of young guys whenever they talk to me, they're like, I just can't find anything interesting to read. Go get some Robert E. Howard. You will find something interesting there. There's nothing there. There's no way in hell you can pick up Robert E. Howard and not be interested in it. Not when he starts describing how hot that chick is that Conan's about to go get. That was the one thing Robert E. Howard liked was women. But yeah, if anyone listening, if you want to start with some really good sword and sorcery, Tower of the Elephant is awesome. First couple of minutes, he gets into a bar fight with a dude. It is within just the first couple paragraphs. He's in a bar fight with a kidnapper and kills the dude in the dark. And there's a lot of women are like, a lot of moms go, every so often they'll go, hey, I don't know, I can't get my kid to read. And I'm like, yeah, get them Tower of the Elephant, they'll love it. All right, now all I need is motors. Yeah, I tell a lot of people they're like, what, should I read this or should I read that? And I go, if it says romancy. I was telling my wife I went over to get some stuff for my wife one day inside of Walmart, and in the coloring book section they had a romantasy coloring book. And I was like, wait, what? I don't think kids need to be reading that. And I ain't old fashioned. I've seen the stuff that's in romantasy. It's woo. There we go. We have a pipeline. I can take all that beautiful algae that I'm making right now and put it into the base somewhere. I just gotta figure out where it's gonna go. I could drop a... Let me think here. Man, that was a good thud. Watch this drone come in here real quick. It's really cool when you get about over four of these things operating, because then they're just moving back and forth and just putting things together. Okay, now we have pipeline working. I just need a means of getting it from point A to point B.
Fuel low.
Time to run some ground piping. Well, let's see. First, most of this is temporary anyway, so I'll probably just connect this downward. Oh, I messed up there. And there we go, folks. Get all this loaded up here. Just a few more options here. Okay, what the heck? Ah, geez, seriously. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of these drones because they are the two I've got. So like right now, I got the power issue solved. I just need to hook this thing back up. All these conveyors. I've just got a few conveyors to hook up. The power is no longer an issue. Fully recharged in negative 18 hours. The heck is going on there? Current input is going down, but the current output is still lower than the input, so it's not a big deal. Okay. I seriously run out of interior plates. Oh, there's some over there. Where's that at? Must be over this way.
Oh fuck, what was my... Oh wait, no, it saved.
You get it?
I was... for my attack helicopter, I made a small recording I'm gonna make into a GIF for the workshop page. Essentially it on a platform rotating. But I thought the site where I make it, trying to remember the password, but luckily I had saved my username and password, so I could quickly see. Fuck, max length 30 seconds.
The crap, I can't withdraw some 5 motors. There we go. Everything's locked in. Been producing several thousand of those. All right. That is one about finished up. I could build a second one, in all honesty. That'd take a lot of time and more resources than we currently got. I think the best thing to do with my time is to probably make one more of these, so I can start making more, make another drone, and I can send it out to go get some more material. Let's see here. I'll run this. Oh, need some stuff. Need steel plates. And I want to say... Let's do... Where's that? There's that one. That one's not turning up. And neither is that one. All right. Well, can't get that done. I hope I can get enough stuff built. Like this one little drone just came back and dropped off a bunch more stuff, so I'm the base is gonna pick up here in a minute once I get a third one going. And here comes the here comes drone number 2. It looks like. Let's see. How are we doing here? We've got a few more steel plates producing there. Nothing in that one. I've got some stuff that needs to be produced in these, but that's just going to have to wait until it gets all in there. Yeah, just let them just keep bringing stuff in. Let's check on... the iron mine over here. See how that guy is basically doing. And he's cutting into the iron vein right now. Is there iron on the other side? No, there's not. Wow, that is just right on the edge of the iron. He's fixing to come over here and get a big old chunk of iron here in a minute and take it back out. Because that's the new hole he's doing right over there. And this is the iron vein that's right in the path of it. I wonder what else is here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's he going? All right, buddy. Yeah, right here, right here, right here. Just go right ahead. Get down there, drill you out some stuff. Let me hop on there and I'll watch you here real quick. Might as well ride back on it. Apparently, I can also take Pam and turn it into a shuttle system.
So, how close to being done are we? I'm back. I just dropped off some stuff.
Nice, dude. How'd it all go?
Yeah. We have still plenty of space.
Alright, we are a little low on supplies, but I got our power issue solved with a
What
second...
supplies do we need? Because I can just...
We're going to need, like, some iron, basically.
Oh, so you want me to just start the miner again? Actually, let's take a part of our base. Because... Oh,
I forgot you got that giant-ass drill on the side of the base, don't you?
Yes. That can fill the base up with... We should probably put a few cargo containers directly under your... Actually, why don't we put a bunch of our cargo right underneath your production?
Because I'm probably going to move the production eventually. Since we got extra room, I can push the production back. And I'll probably build a platform for the drones to hook up to.
So where are we going to put more cargo then? Because the plan was to stick it. The plan was to stick it in the hole. Because the hole do be deep. Like if you go to where the drill is, you'll see. And you go all the way down.
Just hit it a little bit, get us a little bit extra stuff, drop it down like.
So, from where you are, Badger,
Mm-hmm.
you're walking on the bottom of the hole, right? Right now. I am 60 meters from you at the bottom.
Oh yeah, it is deep down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Save me some gas.
I don't see this. My game's not loading. I have to leave and then come back. It's not streaming it properly.
Okay.
So if I just hit F5, this will work. Because, going AFK for a while is... Games don't like that at times.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to... I forgot this drill was here. You want to just go ahead and just suck up all that a little bit more and fill it up so we can just keep the iron flowing. We have, so far, I've been able to get the power issue kind of solved.
Yep.
And we're at a point now where we're pulling more. Like it says here to be fully recharged in about 3 hours. Since the current output is like only 37 kilowatts, our current input is about half a megawatt an hour. And we're filling like
Okay,
6 batteries up. I have managed to build another solar platform on the other side of the base. And I've got it piped in. So a few more of these things. I just got to figure out how everything's going to hook together, tie it all in, and then we can start building extra solar platforms, and I can actually arm these things so they can start shooting dogs when they come up. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to build some kind of medium cargo weight welder that I could fly in just for doing the big stuff on the base, like all the heavy armor blocks, or all the armor blocks we're
Yep.
gonna have to build for this thing, and just set it up to its own system with a deal that'll pull that'll just fill up full of steel plates, and then I can just suck all the steel plates into that one little welder, and then I can just get some stuff done real quick.
Oh, we finally got through all of that stupid cobalt.
Yeah, I threw it all. It turns out I got to looking at one of the refineries had a bunch of speed modules on it. So I just threw it all into that, and it took care of it in about
Well, yeah,
10
you
minutes
put the
this
speed
morning.
modules on there.
Yeah. So
We
I've
probably have enough gold now to put to set up at least 2 of the refineries with 2 yield, 2 speed.
oh, nice. We should do that sometime. Hit that in there, and that'll just get some stuff done. But yeah, most of this production and everything is going to have to be relocated somewhere else, because I think what I want to do is run this cargo so that we can access these cargo crates on down.
Yep.
And then somewhere under the base, I'm going to have to redo the assemblers so that we can just set them straight up and then just surround them with equipment or with a deal. Yield modules, speed modules, whatever we got to put on them. And then set a primary assembler up top somewhere where we can just go in there, tell it what we need, and it just starts distributing it to the other assemblers at high speed. Then I need a pipeline going up to. I've got to finish that area up too. I've got to finish up the fabrication shop.
And we
And
have
then-
enough gold to make the adjustment. I could probably make another 20.
If you can do it, just start throwing them in there, and I'll
Yeah,
help you
I
weld
have.
them up.
So I'm going to get rid of one of the speed modules on the one that we currently have set up with 2 speed,
Yeah.
3 speed, 1 yield. I'm going to make it 2 yield, 2 speed.
Okay, just set them up, and I'll start helping you weld them up.
I know.
And this will probably be the most refineries we'll build right now. Because like I said, I'll probably push these back as close to the main wall as I can get later. And then we'll build some type of platform that the drones can operate on. We'll have to build them a temp loading zone while we do that.
Yep.
And then I think if I build, or I may just build an entire refinery area in the back with about, how many refineries do you think we need?
How many refineries? Depends
Yeah,
what you want to do.
total.
I like to do a system where basically you have one spur for everything that can be refined kind of quickly, and then the other spur is for everything that takes time. That is how I like to do um, my refining. So stuff like cobalt, uranium, and all that all go down there in line. But stuff like iron, which you usually need a shitload of, has its own line as well.
Yeah. I guess we figure out what's gonna. My cobalt is getting one, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Now, all refineries have at least one yield module on them.
This one has two.
Oh. Okay, now time to get rid of this speed module to make a replacement.
And there we go. Now we make more refined materials. All right. Just let the assemblers get through all that. And I guess next time I get on, I'll have something new to work with.
Okay, now we've run 2 and 2.
Well, like right now, we've got one of the assemblers is just going ham at the moment. Oh, two of them are going ham at the moment, finishing up all the orders we had originally.
Yep.
Of course, that one drone is dropping some iron also when he comes in, so that'll help out a lot. Now we gotta do is just salvage that one ship and we're done. That might be worth getting a Warthog built up so we can have the defense.
I'm trying to think of what the kind of screenshot would look good for my attack helicopter.
I tell you what worked.
Because the main ones I've tried, but I don't think they're turning out particularly well. Is it firing onto something?
I'll tell you what you need to do. Set it up. Get a quote unquote. Let me take a look at it real quick. So I might be able to help you with that.
As I post a picture in your Discord.
Okay. How is the Steam store on like AI? Because I can tell you the best way to do it. Oh yeah, that thing looks awesome.
Yeah.
I can tell the best way to do that is have it have the thing fly
It's like
under.
for a look around of it, instead of taking picture, instead just gonna have a GIF of it rotating around.
Get the water mod on. Drop you like a ship, put a couple charges on it, set that thing into a still and blow the charges up and get a good screenshot. Then take it over to Grok and simply tell Grok to make it look real. It will not change the angles or anything on the ships or anything that you're doing, but it will also tell it to like turn the water, make the water look like it's got more waves on it, and it would make a really good. Like that's what I use
The
for the.
Yeah,
Have you
the
seen
thing is,
the
I
have you seen the new Star
like
Wars
any
ones I
sort
did?
of kind of like effect I want to be like
No,
from in game.
Davey. Oh, no, Papa.
Let me pull this up and I'll show you this real quick.
Maybe if I can find a good enough canyon, I might take a picture of like two of these flying, like they're going in for an attack run.
So I had to reverse the pistons on my drill because it was apparently pushing down slightly too fast.
Yeah, so I dropped in the Space Engineers thing the thumbnail before and after. If you just give Grok just all I do is I just tell Grok clean the picture up, make it look real. And that's what it does when it makes it look real. It just fixes a whole lot of things it just takes the blur out of it, cleans up the photo, sharpens everything up real nice. And then if you tell it to add extra stuff, like when I did I think it was Leps's, oh, what was it? It was Leps's factory. That was one of the things I did. I told Grok to go ahead and do that and put it in a instead of, I think it was in a field, and I told Grok to put it in like a desert environment, and it fixed it into a desert environment. So that then when all come down and got done, it looked a lot better. But that's all it'll do. It'll just sharpen up the lines and make it look a little more. It just kind of makes it look a little sharper and better. And then you can tell it to have it install some explosions in the background, tell it where you want the explosions at, or tell it put like some circles where you want something, and then tell Grok in the prompt where I have circled, remove the circles, replace circles with an explosion, and it'll do that. Like one of the thumbnails I did for A Pirate's Life, where it's the Gladius running through and it's being shot at. I just told Grok to add tracers like it's being shot at from behind by the other ship. and it'll pull it up. Like it will take something like this and pull it up to like a 4K look. That's what I usually use it for. It makes the thumbnails
Yeah.
look better. More people look at, and if it's a clearer thumbnail, people are more likely to look at it. Now I don't know with uh over there what it'll do, but you could add some cool stuff to it, and then just put whatever touches you want on there, and it can do some stuff that you almost need a degree in Photoshop to do.
Mm.
A lot of people don't like that, but hey, it takes a
Yeah.
lot of heavy lifting off of you when you need to do something cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying that's what I use it for. Is just heavy lifting and things that I can't afford. I had a
Trying
guy
to
one time.
think.
I had a guy
A
on
way
what now?
pause. I know there is a button you can press to pause the game without hitting like escape and getting the menu. I'm trying to figure out or trying to find what the keybind is. Because if I can pause it, maybe I can get into a good like flight where I try and get a attack
here's-
run.
Yeah, here's another question.
Okay.
Have you ever used the what is it? The movie maker on here?
The replay tool, yeah.
Yeah. You could do a replay run. Set up a couple sensors where you want the thing to fly through. You can almost do a video like that. All I would do is I'd just set up the sensors, fly through the sensor, just put like a square up there and turn sensors on. Plan out where you want it to go. Fly your ship through there, through the canyon. And then access the replay tool and just watch the thing fly through. And then just catch the flybys on a recording software as it goes by. You could even go
Yeah,
one
but
step further if you want to make it really
I'm more
smooth.
thinking like when like you want to take a screenshot, there is a button that like straight just pauses everything. But I'm trying to find which button it is.
I figure that'd be in the replay tool.
No, it's not in the replay tool. It's an actual keybind for it. But I don't know if they have removed it or moved it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the Devil's Storm.
Oh,
Ah.
found it. It's
Okay, our refineries are keeping well on top of the stone
Oh yeah.
right now. Yeah. Well, it is like we have, what, 9 of them now? Since there's 2? Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm working on a third drone to put out there and just start pulling.
Why not
probably
go
won't get
have
it
one
done
go
tonight,
to
but-
the gold or the magnesium? Magnesium would be the one to go for.
Yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing.
Fuel low. Low.
okay, I found a button.
Okay,
One
I'm getting hit by
slight
stuff too
issue
much.
though. I can't toggle the HUD when I'm in paused, meaning I can't. Yeah, if I want to find where the fuck I am, I need to have a HUD visible and then quickly go back, unpause, hide the HUD, and pause again. But oh well.
I'd say it would be a better idea. If you're wanting to get some cinematic shots,
I think I'll just do
fly the
easy,
thing,
just add,
fly it through, and make a
similar
drone
things on
that
the-
has put it in creative mode, fly it where you want it to go, put a drone on there with a lot more thrust than that thing has and a little seat, and have it aim at the fighter and then lock it. So that as you're flying it, it just stays locked in with the fighter when you put the inertial lock on it. And then as it flies through, you can just start picking shots where you want to go and just take like several shots, pick the best one, and then use that one for the thumbnail.
Oh,
That way
I
you are
already have
guaranteed to get it.
a thumbnail. It's just it's for the pictures for the workshop page, like the additional ones.
Ah, okay.
The thumbnail is already done, but I think I have an idea for what I could. I just looked at some similar
You could also, I'll tell you another thing you could do
stuff on the
with the
workshop.
replay tool. If you want to do a video on it, one of the things I have theorized doing was taking a drone and put it to follow at a specific distance. Do the same thing where you have more thrust on the drone than what you're following. Put a seat out there for yourself to ride in. Fly that thing, do a thing where it's up in the air, and then you could have it turn and bank, and just have the drone lock on, and the drone will just stay with it as you're following after it. Or you could even put a turret control block on there with a turret system on it, so that when it moves, it'll watch it fall, it'll watch it do whatever maneuver it's doing, and then it will follow it into the maneuver, and it will look cinematic. There's a guy online that did the Warp Delta from Star Trek, like the first warp capable ship, and I have a sneaking suspicion that's what he did, because everyone was commenting on how smooth his cinematic work was. Like his ships will pick up and then take off, and I have a suspicion that's what he's done.
I have an idea of how I can do some of the screenshots. I just looked up some similar like attack helicopters on the workshop. To have a look at what other people done for like attack poses, so to say.
Oh yeah, or just look at stuff from Top Gun. Top Gun did some cool stuff in that show.
Yeah.
I'm undercover, goddammit. Why am I still getting pelted?
Because you kind of have to almost be in an enclosed spot. If you get up, if you're getting hammered too much, run over to the
survival kit, like I've just done.
Yeah, but if you need a little more time to fill up on health or stuff, there's some med kits down there in one of the containers, and if you get over by the containers, there's enough walls there that you're not going to get hit by any debris. Don't ask why. Yeah, I'm fixing to put a dadgum seating, a corner couch and a TV over here because, dear Lord, it's the safest spot in a hailstorm.
I'm also trying to watch this thing work.
Okay, what else do I need? I'm guessing those wolves are for me.
It might also be for me.
Now that I think about it.
You alright, man?
Still getting over being sick.
Wow. Oh, they're up here with me now. You
Definitely after
retards
me.
wait till I get a tank. That will probably end really badly, but where'd they go?
It was after me.
Oh, they're after you?
So I came up here. Yep.
How'd they get past the freaking door?
But the wolves,
Yeah, I don't know how they got past the freaking door.
they can fucking get through pretty much anything.
Okay, we're gonna have
We're gonna
have
Beats
some
me.
serious turrets here pretty soon.
Well, let's. No. Holy fuck! Now I've got to freaking heal myself up again.
Yep.
I'm about ready to move this med kit over.
Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Actually, we have silver, don't we?
Somewhere.
Roger. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching Mandalorian and Grogu tonight,
Oh, cool.
so that's gonna be nice.
Tell me how it goes.
Will do.
I've heard all kinds of shit about it. I'm hoping it's good. But I have also heard people talk shit about it, so
That's fair.
my nephew went and saw it and he liked it, but he's like really young. I really need to get that thing done down there.
So, welded up. Yeah. Oh, you're welding up above.
Yeah, I'm just welding this thing up. Hopefully I can get that figured out here real quick.
Okay, we now have a medical room.
Nice.
So we'll gain all of our health back. Very good. Oh, stage 1 of the drill rig is done.
Good.
That's the short stage, though. So that means time to go to stage 2. Reverse.
Oh, awesome. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. Few more potato chips, and here we go. All right, I got everything to finish up these next couple welds. Oh, man, they just don't quit, do they?
No.
All right. We are officially ready to get the battery built.
On my attack helicopter, I like how I used the new like rounded edge on top of it to look like fuel tanks.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened with the timer system, but it seems to like be off by a little bit. So I'm trying to increase the speed of the hinge to make up for it. Because I timed how long it took it to swing back and forth, which is why I'm confused.
What would you guys think is better for the rocket pods that my helicopter has? Fire all of them like one after another constantly, or shoot all four in a burst?
Okay, is it meant to attack and hang around, or just yeah?
More essentially like flying to do like attack runs.
Okay, why are you? I must need to hold.
Because I'm messing around with the custom fire rate on the Salvo script, and I set it to 500, and like it shoots all four, and then there's a delay before it shoots them again.
Now, how does it shoot them?
From far right to far left.
Okay, is there just a straight up volley of rockets, or is it like somewhat of a stagger effect? Because one
Uh,
of the advantages of the stagger effect is you can fire just a certain number. You don't have to fire all of them at once. You can fire off just one or two, and it saves you a few missiles or rockets
Mhm.
because your rocket pods don't refill if you don't have have them hooked up to a
kind of
container.
like it kind of shoots them as a uh, volley.
Okay. I would do because here's the thing: splash damage on one rocket is going to do wild amounts of damage. Area effect. Okay. Let me program this thing up here. Quick programming, and I think that's going to be it for tonight. As soon as I get this
I
thing
make
figured out.
so they kind of shoot all of them at the same time.
You can do that.
Because it fucks with the sound of them firing. So I might not want to set it too high.
What are you shooting? Are you shooting rockets? You said?
Yeah, rockets. They're rocket pods. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
What?
I set the fire rate to 800. If I just click, it shoots all of them like in a straight line, like from far right to far left. But after it shoots both sides, like alternately. So it will shoot the two right, then the two left, then the two right, then the two left. If I hold down the trigger.
Oh, nice.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
One more. All right, and this one is ready to go do a job. I just need to figure out where the other ones are dropping off at and make sure this thing doesn't interfere with them.
Actually, didn't you want to push? Why don't you push the docking spot out? Because you already kind of know where you wanted it.
Yeah, I'll have to shut down the drones, make sure I've got enough material to make that happen. That's
We
the only
have
issue.
material coming in constantly. That's no problem.
Yeah, but
Is
I'll
that-
have to shut down the drones for a moment to get that to work, and then I'll have to run some stuff, set it up,
I don't think that's the biggest issue.
and I'll probably put a T. Here's what I'll probably do. I'll put a T junction right here, where this corner is.
Yep.
That way we can still operate, and then I'll run this out to a certain extent to where we're going to have it at, probably somewhere out here. Build two small platforms and just run up the deals. We can run about 8 of them. If they're far enough apart, they won't run into each other. And then just start working drones in there. That way we can still run this. And once I get it out there where it needs to go, I can just eventually start moving the refineries back there. I don't know, I guess we'll build up several refineries.
Look at T junction.
Yes, that'll work just fine. Like right now, I'm fixing to head to bed because fatigue just hit me right
Fair
now, and I
enough.
realize how tired I am. Oh, thank God
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Thank God.
And guess what? I'm pretty sure I don't have to turn this off now.
Oh, good. Oh, you got it all timed and set up?
I fucking hope so. If not, I'll just dig a fucking wedge, and I'll just set up on another wedge. Are we halfway? We're not even at the halfway point of how far down we've got to go.
Checking production here.
Refineries are just chilling.
Okay. Let's see.
Like I'm trying out two different ways of setting up the firing sequence. Either it's so like far right to far left, or it's grouping up the two sides individually.
All right. Everything is working like it's supposed to. There's a whole new set of materials coming in. Now I'll just need to build another solar grid here, or keep building them. Let me get some hydrogen here. Let me just fly on out here and look at the base real quick. Yeah, that's working out great.
Oh, I didn't know this. So instead of setting like RPM
Mm-hmm.
for the fire rate, I can set it to ticks instead.
Ticks? Oh, yeah. Either minutes, seconds, or ticks. I don't know what a tick would be.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
mess
that's-
around with the ticks.
That's looking pretty good now. It's getting somewhere. We may have to move all the wind turbines somewhere and reconfigure them a little bit more. So the top area, well, I don't know. We can leave the ones on top. Yep. Got a couple nice little rovers and fixing to build some aerial craft and all that nonsense. And the solar panels be working pretty good. I need to turn the solar panels a dark blue or something like that so they look good. Anyway, Bundy, you had a stopping point?
One moment. I will be.
I'm just gonna set it to so it's 15 ticks per shot, or in between each shot. 'Cause that was I got the most stable in terms of high fire rate, but also the sound isn't bugged.
Ah.
And I'm also probably gonna
Leps,
group them
hey,
up.
how's it
So
going? Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
good. We just got done. Bundy's running a few last checks on his auto drill system, and I've got another drone ready to go for the next time I'm on. We also got, let me just make this run real quick. We also got another solar charger up. So we got another one of these big solar panels with its own armored platform, which I'll also add a couple of guns to, just to protect it. And the plan is we're going to add a few more of these, probably, I don't know, what do you think, 5?
Yeah.
Do 5 more of these big platforms. There'll be a couple of blocks between each one of them, and they'll be able to operate good. We've got one drone running getting ice and equipment, and I got another drone running doing some other stuff, and then I'm going to have one running getting magnesium so we can actually get some guns going. Then after that, it's, I don't know, on to some hydrogen storage, I guess.
Well, so what? This will drill for probably another hour straight once you come back, if you play again
Okay.
later. So, yeah, we're not even at the halfway mark with how deep this is, and we can already stack quite a few
Well,
cargo containers in here.
The refineries right now are just sucking it up and putting it out there so fast they're hiccuping.
Yeah,
So I mean,
but
even with
we
it
can put
constantly going, we're
we
just
can
going to eat this down to nothing.
we can put all our cargo and hydrogen storage in this hole.
That's a good idea.
Because, like I said, you look down there and you see how deep it is.
Oh yeah, we could drop like 7 or 8 hydrogen containers. That'll give us room to
More than that,
start building some big ships.
take the depth of that hole, the width of this. You're probably fitting what? Maybe 16? Yeah.
These drones are so
Oh,
awesome. So the drones, for people that are wondering, each one of these holds 4K liters of material, whatever our cargo, and they will mine almost faster than a human being will. And oh shit, I just realized I'm about to lose a drone here. I forgot to lock that thing back in place. Ooh, that was almost bad.
I think I'm gonna leave, so I'll
right.
see you guys.
We're fixing to head out anyway. We'll see you, man.
Yeah. Take care.
See ya. I'll do a refined version of these things and then I'll put it up on the workshop because they are so cheap. I think probably could build
Well,
one
even
with-
if you did a slight bit of armoring, it wouldn't matter too much.
yeah,
But just look.
they're cheap enough that you could just wire them up with probably about 2 welders would be enough to weld most of that up, and then you just pick it off and just run with it. So it
Well,
wouldn't take a
they're
big
so
welding
small
platform.
that you can make a large grid mobile skiff that can land,
hmm
and it just has a bunch of them on its flanks.
Yeah, then just use if you could also use a drone so that because it'll have then you could take that anywhere you want using the AI system. And so your skiff could land somewhere. These things you could tell them what to mine, and then when it fills up, that thing will take off. See, like right there, it just hopped off. Off it goes. It says,
And it
"We're
just
gonna go
comes
get
back.
some-" Yeah, and they just come
It
right
comes
back and
back.
start dropping stuff.
Yeah.
See, he runs off.
Just
He's getting ice and
lands.
stuff, and the other one is hitting an iron vein. We gotta get this one to hit a magnesium vein so we can get some serious guns started. And they're small.
Yeah.
They just constant. This has been like I've been on this entire live stream just running over and doing this since I refined them up, and they're not getting stuck. They're running great, and they're scalable. They're also cheap. You can
Yeah.
lose one of these things, and you're not out a whole lot of resources, and they'll pay for themselves within just a couple of runs.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 4 runs, you've already got your material. You've got all the materials you need. And just stone, minus the metal grids. So these things are awesome.
Also, don't be afraid to use my rover. It's there for you to use, even if I'm sleeping on it.
Oh yeah, it'll be all right. If I use it, I'll use it very, very gently. I'm not good with driving stuff.
You saw how I was using it. I was bashing around.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was riding on it. We're just
Yeah,
every
you
so often
were
we
in the
would,
bed.
every so often we'd just be airborne. You'd hear on the wheels, and then just go. You just hear nothing but air, and then it would hit real good. You'd hear a thunk, and it was like, okay, all right, this is what we're doing. Thankfully, I'm laying down.
But it's if you take the containers off, its center of mass is like right in the front of here, like
Oh,
low and in the front. So it's designed to have shit in the back because it handles better. Plus, you have the option of having all-wheel steering or just two-wheel steering in the front.
Oh, nice.
Two-wheel steering is better when you're low down and you're having to go fast. Or you decide to go fast.
Yeah. Well, it's
You
got plenty
technically never
of
have-
cargo and stuff on it. Those 2 modular cargo
Well,
containers really help.
Yeah, I just strapped them in there.
Yeah.
And it can fit. I've tested it. You can fit 2 of those ATVs snugly in the back
Oh, good.
with the ramp up. They're fucking back to back, and you need a mag plate on the bottom so that when they stay. But they will snugly fit in the back of this. Two of them.
Cool.
So, yeah. And then there's
Let's
also
get
the
that.
shorter
We'll have to
variant.
get those and figure them out. I need to build an aerial vehicle and a warthog at some point. Because these things are
Freaking
just
put it
having
down.
fun.
We should build another one of those and stick a big ass gun in the back of it. That can be its cargo.
Yeah. I'll put like a big
Handles the
heavy deal. I need to get this
Yeah,
thing
handles
up
the
on the.
terrain well.
I need to paint this in my colors and put it up on the store.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'm
I'm
exhausted.
too
I need to be heading to
tired.
bed. But on that note, everybody, we're going to be heading in. Thank everyone who was watching today, everyone who commented. Thank you, Leps and Grexion, who's already left. Like I said, everybody, y'all could go anywhere. You come here. So if y'all want to help out the channel, any easiest way to do that, like, comment, subscribe, tells YouTube you are watching this stuff, and it lets them know that, hey, this is good content. They'll take it out there and send it to somebody else. And if you want to see some of the videos I do early before they're scheduled to come out, there's a 99-cent membership program. Y'all can do that. Y'all can go in there, check that out, and see all the videos I put up. We got a lot of It's a Pirate's Life is up there. We're fixing to probably wrap that up soon and do something a little bit different. And then I've got all of the reviews. I've got tips videos, all that nonsense going on. I don't know what we're going to be doing later. I've got to figure some stuff out. But anyway.
Should you tell the state of the base at the moment?
The state of the base in A Pirate's Life? Oh, it's absolutely crazy. We have...
No, after the update.
Oh, after the update? Oh, no. That wasn't the base. That was us building.
Oh.
Yeah, it sucked it up we were building on a build stream, and it sucked the base you put in there into the asteroid. The asteroid disappeared, and then it sucked. Then the asteroid reappeared, and we were inside the asteroid. But the actual base, I've looked. It's all right. Everything's there.
Okay.
I just need to figure out what we're going to do with it. I don't know. I may come up with something a little different. Not sure. 07 in the chat. Yes, 07. See y'all later. Anyway, I am Badger Wild, telling everybody stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.